mean, my very personal opinion is yes, I would like to see something like that, but I also believe that it needs to be very well organized and set up, because there is always this question of how reliable is the result. Can you trust the result? Will it be accepted? What are the possibilities to oppose a result out of that organization? If you are a patent owner or if you're an implementer, yes, if we could create something that has can be trusted and works well and gets acceptance across the industry, it would be a good solution. But that will be a long way until we have it.
Yeah, I would say that would not be my first priority. If I were trying to create institutional reform here, that wouldn't be my first thing. I mean, it doesn't matter whether there are 100,000 or 200,000 patents covering a particular standard, right? That price that the aggregate price you're going to get is going to be exactly the same. And even if it's only 5,000, the price is going to be the same in the aggregate. That's just a question of how you divide that pie amongst the different patent holders. But you know, the task is huge. You know, monumental. This is a multi-billion-dollar task if somebody were going to do it with these complex technologies. You know, the JPO proposed this, you know, this methodology that they would, for a fee, assess essentiality of particular patents. Nobody uses that. No. Even though it's very reasonably priced at this point. It only applies to Japanese patents. There's just so much that has to go into this. I think it would be much more efficient to figure out the aggregate, this top-down rate, and then divvy it up among all of the patent holders, all of whom are over-declaring in some degree because that they have no incentive not to, and then allow them to challenge each other in some way if they feel that there's egregious over-declaration to divvy up the pie in a right way. So that's how I view it.
I mean, there was a lot packed in there, but we're getting close towards the end of the hour. I don't want to take up any time. Go ahead, Bill. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say that I haven't been at any event where people didn't talk about transparency of essentiality as a big issue. And of course, the Etsy database is designed for a different purpose. In fact, probably the best purpose would be that everyone gave a blanket declaration, and then Tim wouldn't be able to find any patents when he did it. So for that purpose, it should just be a blanket. So when it comes to the next level of this, the first idea is, you know, who owns things for people for notice? You know, who do I need to deal with? And then, as Jorge said, to be able to understand. So for the implementers to know who has patents, and then amongst the people that have them, how should that be divided? And as Tim knows, you know, patent value is skewed, so you can't count patents, and of course, even in the industry itself, not everyone who owns patents tries to license them for one reason or another. There's actors that have lots of patents in Asia, for example, that also make automotive products that are never going to try to license their patents to the automotive actors. So there's a kind of equivalent or an equivalent amount of patents out there that relate to licensing, and that's one reason why we never see this theoretical royalty stacking issue that people bring up all the time.